Good morning. Oh, we got something going on here. Oh, I forgot to plug the phone in. Hang on. We're getting going here. We got one more thing that. There we go. How's that? Okay. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 11.10.2025. Current time is what? Is this correct? 0558? We started before 6. We haven't done that in a long time. Current time 0558 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. This Monday morning, start of a new week, folks, to work towards the weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, at Fireman Rich over there on X, where is my mainstay for social media feeds. Um, well, where mostly where I post is at on X at Fireman Rich. All the other ones, just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at there as far as that goes. And we are getting our day started here, and we are. I can't believe we started early. We started early here. Okay, things clicked in and stuff. We just had a little feedback there from the phone. That's understandable. That's the one thing I forgot this morning. Good morning, Tina. Tina is in the house. Our Jersey girl is here. Thank you for being here, Tina. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I did what I said. Huh? And the missus says good morning. She's up early. We're up early. What's going on with that? Huh? And I've started like almost 5 minutes early. That's maybe it might be a good week this week. So we'll see what happens. But the missus says good morning, Tina, to you also. And but we are getting our day started, and the weekend went well. Went well. We what did we do Friday? Friday. What did we do Friday? That's the start of our weekend. So we did we do anything Friday? Yeah, we went to breakfast Saturday, but I thought we'll come back to it. What we broadcast Friday night. That's right, Friday night, the 7th. We did Lord of the Rings online, like I said I was going to do. I did not do any procrastinating, and we went to breakfast. The missus took me out to breakfast. I had the farmer's omelet, and Tina says good morning to the missus. Oh, thank you, Tina. I had the farmer's omelet with hash brown toast and two side order patty sausages, and oh my god, was that good! I didn't even eat any lunch. I hadn't been out. Of course, the missus, she goes out to she's high end there and stuff. She's she's going out every week as far as the breakfast. She has real friends, I guess. Yeah, I have actual friends. She's going out again with her one girlfriend that's going to be returning back down to Florida. She's up here visiting over the summer and stuff like that. So she's good friends. They go out for breakfast and stuff. But she took me out for breakfast Saturday to River Rock, and oh my god, it was good. That's my place for breakfast, folks. It just the regular cook wasn't there. There was two other guys there. I always make it a point to say hi to the cook, and I saw there was two other guys. And I say, hey, you guys did a real good job and stuff. And we like going there. It's a fair price for a good breakfast and stuff like that. And there's a couple other places, but I just enjoy that because that. So we had breakfast, and I did Battlefield 6. I tried. We started out first 30 minutes. I'm trying to get the game going and stuff like that. It's just that's a high end game as far as it's a little bit more than my. It's just my computer is right at that, just a little bit above to where it can play it pretty well and stuff like that. But it's really it's masking tasking the capabilities. But we had Battlefield 6, and then Sunday we had Tony D's broadcast of Belt Kings Fantasy Football, where I was Tony allows me up there to talk about football and stuff. And we had he had a follow up last night, and I was on there and stuff like that. And let's see, we have Tina says sounds good. My favorite patties, yeah, the patty sausages. They were good. Oh my god, that breakfast was good, Tina. Oh my god, I didn't eat breakfast. And what did we have for dinner? We,
the curried
oh,
lentil rice.
okay, curry. She made some curry with some rice and stuff like that. Yeah, I eat curry a little bit. She makes it pretty good there and stuff like that. And double J's. There you go. Rich is got my virtual friends can't beat. Yeah. No, you guys are my friends. I don't say you. I could say virtual friends, but you guys are friends. I met you. I'd sit down and have a cup of coffee with you. If you drink, I'd have a cup of beer with you if it's appropriate time. Even if it isn't the appropriate time, I'll have a beer with you. No, I could sit down. Just you know, you guys are. I appreciate your contributions to the chat there. Double J's coming in from a undisclosed location, as I like to say, to keep it mysterious and stuff. I hope all is well with you, Double J's. I hope you had a good weekend. And then we got Big Juice. Big Juice is in the house. Steve, how you doing? How's your mom? Is she doing? She's home, I take it. So let her know that we're thinking about her. Just remember that. And we have Deplorable. Hey, Deplorable. Deplorable's on the. He was in the chat there on Tony D's broadcast. Thank you, Deplorable. Greatly appreciate you being here, coming in on the Rumble side. Love the flags. Love the flags, my friend. Love the flags. And Big Juice says calling for snow this week. You may start to see a few inches. I'll believe maybe at the higher altitudes around here. Big Juice. I live close. I'm like a stone. I'm like a less than a 2 minute walk. If I was to walk a straight line that way, and over Interstate 86, that's our northern protection of the village and stuff like that. As far as the diking system that we have here for the village, and if we didn't have that, this place would be here because there's been quite a few floods. So I'm really lowland. I'm a lowlander and stuff like that. Up on the hills, they'll probably have snow, as far as that goes. And Tina's saying hi to Steve. That's Big Juice out there in the Buckeye State of Ohio. And Double J says to Tina, "Hope you are doing good." And she's doing pretty good. She's home and stuff like that. So we're glad that she's active here again. And Tina's saying hi to Deplorable. And Big Juice saying hi to Tina. And Deplorable says, we are getting snow this afternoon. Are you? Oh, you got me looking at the weather here. Let's see. Just to get prelude to, let's see, the 10-day. Let's see what the 10-day says. And as far as your mom, oh, yeah, mom's getting better each day. That's good to hear. Good to hear. That's good. And Tina says, thanks to Double J's doing better on the thing. The chat's going. Kind of Deplorable saying hi to Tina from the Rumble side, which, if you can see, we have 5 people on Rumble. We have 1 person on local, 0 people on YouTube yet, 5 people on Twitch, nobody on Facebook, 3 people on X Live, and nobody on Kick. Why Kick? Just for kicks. And let's see who we have over on Kick right now. Where's my Kick thing? Oh, there it is. Let's see what we have for Kick. Do we have anybody over on Kick? Nobody over on Kick. Let me check the Facebook. We are on Facebook Live. And that's another one. Uh-oh, it's not. Did it go? Oh, no, that's the wrong Facebook. That's my private Facebook. We got to go to the public Facebook. Public Facebook, the real Fireman Rich. Yep, we won. There we go. We got audio. We got good audio there. Okay. And then we have the people on. I'm monitoring now the chat. We don't get any chat from Facebook, X Live, and Kick. I'm monitoring on my tablet here the folks at this tablet here. This is on X Live right here. And there's Jack. Hey, Jack. He wants to look out the window. So let's But we had a good weekend, though. We had a good weekend. There you go, Jack. You can look outside. We had a good weekend and a lot better than the other weekend. Now, yesterday wasn't too good because of the football, and we'll get to that. What are you doing, Jack? What are you scratching for? Huh? What are you scratching? You scratching? Huh? What's wrong? You frustrated? Huh? Are you frustrated? There you go. Feisty, feisty, feisty. Okay. Scratching at the window. I don't know what that's all about. Um, yeah, the Buffalo Bills didn't win yesterday, so I wasn't too happy. Football. I just shut the TV off. We'll get to that. And let's see. You should try Restream too. I've tried Restream. I like Rumble better. Okay, I'm all in on Rumble. I love Rumble Studio. Restream's all right, but I can't go to 7 platforms. I got 7 platforms here. I pay zero. If I was to go on Restream to do that, I'd have to pay $9 a month. I'm not cheap, but I'm frugal. I'm not going to get my money's. I get more than my money's worth here. That's why I'm always saying good things about Rumble. Rumble, not to say Restream is not. It's a good, but the free version, you get the little logo up here, and you can only go to 2. So it doesn't bring any value to me. I'm not paying $9. I mistakenly, and I'm going to go another year as a blue check mark there on X Live. I was going to stop that too because unless you get something out of it, why continue it? If I'm making money, if I was making money to pay for it, yeah, I'd probably use Restream. But I can do everything here and actually a little bit more than Restream. But there's some things on Restream I can't do here, but I don't really miss it. You see what I'm saying? So it's better to be here on Rumble Studios because I can be on all these platforms. Restream, if I use it, I'm not paying for it. I'm only going to 2 streams. So, do the math. It's simple. And let's see. Double Jess says it's too dark. I can't see. Yeah, but Jack can see. He looks out there. They get that cat vision and stuff like that. And yes, Rumble. We love Rumble, Deplorable. It's great. It's a good platform as far as that goes. I love it's just so it just works so great for me. And as far as that goes. And Big Juice says, I say bring back Periscope and stop with the bring back Periscope. I'm so over Periscope. With what we have today, Big Juice, Periscope Periscope is here. You just got to look at it and it's right here.
Stop with the bring back Periscope.
Yeah, exactly. Stop with the bring back Periscope.
With what we have.
Right here. This is Periscope, X Live. This is no different than Periscope. The only difference is you don't have the people there because Periscope dropped out. X bought it before Elon. Elon has brought it back to where it's a good quality, but you can't monetize. Everybody wants to monetize. Everything was about monetization. That's why they lost the population. Periscope was good. I use Periscope. I wasn't really back, but bring back the good old days. I think the good old days are still here. It's just a matter of perspective. Periscope. If Periscope, look at after Haps dropped, what did we have? We had Twitch. I went to Twitch, one platform. And then you had YouTube Live and stuff. You wanted to go on there. Then they started with the Restream. You could go to both of those. You had Prism Live, as far as that goes, and it's all up to the creator. I don't miss Periscope at all. I miss Haps more than I miss Periscope, to be honest with you. Because when I got on Periscope, it was just on the early days of when I was broadcasting. I was starting a game on I was on Blab before that. Blab was great. Blab was better than Periscope. Periscope, you couldn't. It was just one person, and you could, maybe it was because you liked the map. You could see where everybody was. I think that was a little intrusive. I didn't really care for that. When I first saw that, it's like, holy shit, let's turn that thing off. You got down to where it came right to the house. That was very intrusive as far as that goes. And let's see. And I agree. Periscope is done. It's history. It is. It's part of the live streaming history. I don't think it was as great as Meerkat. Remember Meerkat? I didn't get on there. I think I got on there maybe once, I watched a lot of it. I liked Meerkat, and then Blab started. Loved Blab, and then Periscope started after Blabs got going, and what is it? And then Hap started and stuff. Let's see. Big Juice says, "Look at Jack creeping in the window." Oh, he's not creepy. Just look at it. That's a sitting spot for the morning. But Periscope, for all intents and purposes, and I just say for the people that say, "Oh, bring back Periscope is here." If you want Periscope, have you used X Live? X Live it's there. It's the same thing. You can do the hearts and stuff, and I appreciate the people on X Live. I got 4 people on X Live right now, so I get a lot of traction from X Live. But I like being on it, but I don't like broadcasting singly from it. If I'm gonna, as far as I can bring gaming in there, but I won't. I'll put the link on X, so that's how I work it and stuff. But Periscope, it was okay. I didn't really. It was a platform of many. We have many, 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 many more platforms now. So I think it's better. We're in the golden age of live streaming right now. It's just that I don't know. We have different broadcasters with definitely different views on things as far as that goes. But I love broadcasting, and I love the capability of Rumble Studios compared to Periscope. I can do so much here. I can go to different other platforms. Periscope, you're just there. When you say you like Periscope, was that before X bought it? I guess is when people say they like Periscope. That's no different. Look at all the other platforms. This weekend, I think I saw like 2 or 3 different live streaming platforms. The only problem is you have to use your phone. That's something I'm seeing in a pattern. All these new broadcasting apps, you have to use your phone. Most of them, like anything, when there's a new app, you get it on Apple first, and Android's the second, the bastard child and stuff like that. The only feature on Periscope I miss is that globe, and you can go to any stream. Yeah, but that globe, that's the map I'm talking about, Double J's. I did not like that. That was too intrusive. When they first started that, I was looking at it, and the first time I said, holy shit, if I broadcast, they know exactly where my house is. I don't like that. That was very intrusive. Then they backed it out to where it just gave you the general area, which is a little bit more, but there was probably, that was the creepy thing about Periscope. You had some people, if you had a kid broadcasting, you had those dirtbag child molesters out there looking at. That was a child molester's dream to, let's see, that's where that person is at. Didn't really care about it. Let's see. Your reach is way bigger. Oh yes, it is. Exactly. Right there. That's my reach. I gotta, we're multi-diversified because we are multiple channels, which is multiple different people and stuff like that. And let's see. But Periscope, with my good old drinking days, I had. Yeah, I'm not. There's people that had good times and stuff, but it's the people that made the good times on that platform. That's why I'm saying Periscope is still here with X Live. There's people on here, but they don't interact with that people that much. I think there's more interaction on that. What's the audio there on X? Space? No, not Spaces. Is it Spaces? Twitter or X Spaces or something like that. There's a lot of activity on that. That's the audio side. So, let's see. So Periscope was fun, but it is like Double J said, and I agree. It's history now. It's history. Hey, I want that device. Looks that's a $90 Samsung tablet. It's not that expensive. I've had that for a number of years. It still works. This one's old. This is an RCA tablet. That's a piece of. Well, it still works. I guess it doesn't. It's not as quick as the other ones and stuff like that. And let's see. Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love. Hey, how you doing? Good morning, Captain Rehab. Hope you had a good weekend. It was good to see you on Tony D's broadcast of Belt Kings Fantasy Football yesterday morning. And let's see, Deplorable says yeah, Spaces is big. It's there's constantly people on Spaces, so that's because they don't want the video and stuff like that. But I don't really use Spaces. I like the concept and stuff like that. Captain Rehab says good morning to the missus. Captain Rehab says good morning.
Morning, Captain.
There we go. And Big Juice says, oh boy, who let Captain off the boat? Yeah, he's here. And Tina saying good morning to her nephew, her online nephew there. So, but there's been a lot of changes, a lot of growth, and we often reminisce about that, as far as I get with Tony and the guys and stuff like that. I miss Haps. I can honestly say I do miss Haps. Haps was pretty good. But there was an alternative motive for the creators there as far as, and I think Haps ended up turning out to be the platform Restream. It's similar. I think it's similar to Restream, and this platform here used to be Vocal. If you ever, I don't think Vocal was out the same time Haps was, and it was a platform I was playing around with. And there's some similarities here that seem to so. And let's see, Big Juice was Rich talking about the. No, get off the OnlyFans, Steve. Jeez Louise. So the live streaming is just huge now and stuff like that. I watch more streaming, be it on YouTube, Twitch, or on Rumble. Those are the three big ones for me: Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. I mean, I probably watched more YouTubes, and it's primarily you look at my bottom on my Twitch page, and I think it's on my YouTube page. On the bottom, you'll see my favorite broadcasters. And right now, Hollywood Bob is the best. The guy is real, is genuine. He plays Battlefield 6. He's a great player. He played PUBG. He plays a couple other games they're pretty interesting. But and then there's Choco Taco, Chrome Dome. They're all those are great broadcasters for gaming and stuff like that. So I like to highlight them. That we didn't have that back in the day. We had a couple one, but who can you remember was a good Periscope broadcaster? I can't remember any of them. When you bring it up, oh, that person was on Periscope. Yeah, okay, I remember them, but I don't remember any big that I can remember for myself that I used to watch. Now, there was back when I was doing audio, there was the audio community I belonged to when I was back on Audio Boo, which is now Audio Boom, and I went to Get Dialogue and then Anchor, and now I'm on Spotify for Creators. But back in the Audio Boo days when Periscope, our Audio Boo community, we utilized Periscope to a certain degree, so that was pretty interesting. The one thing I liked about Periscope, now that I think of it, was when they brought in the fact that you could bring in audio-wise 3 people. Remember that? You would have their avatar up there, but they could come in and they could talk. I thought that was a great concept. You can do it on Restream or even here. The people just shut their camera off and you just see a picture of them. But I like that about Periscope. When that came out, that was like, wow. That was, for me, that was the wow factor with Periscope. I thought that was pretty ingenious and stuff. But then it was shortly after that. That's when it sort of went away. X bought it, and then Elon bought X, and he said, oh, let's scrap this and stuff, and they brought it back. I think it's better, though. There's a lot of big podcasters that are on X Live and utilize that. So it's being utilized on a high-end broadcasting portion. This is above the gamers and the regular muck-mucks like me broadcasting. So let's see. And let's see, Big Juice answered Captain Reeve. Not today. We're going down memory lane back in the Periscope days. Yeah. We started early here, so I guess we can talk about that a little bit. It's always good to go down memory lane. We can't recapture what's already been done. Okay, we said that many times before. And no, we'll get to that, Big Juice. Just don't make sure you don't step away from your computer when I play it. Okay, it was last Friday. What'd you say? Hey, Rich, how about 100 years ago? And I said, I just played it. Watch the replay. Where were you? Oh, I stepped away from my computer. We'll get to it. We got to get to the weather here first. Let me get to the weather here. Let's get this rolling here. Currently here, it's 35 degrees, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and which amounts to 1.6 degrees Celsius. So it's been cool this past weekend, and we're in autumn, and we had a full moon last week. Close that. We had a full moon last week, and I guess that was the beaver moon last week, and so I don't see the moon shining out there, so that's telling me it's cloudy. Yeah, we got cloudy skies today with a few showers this afternoon. Temps nearly steady in the mid 30s, so we're not going below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means the upper levels up in the mountain back hills here, they'll probably get some snow. Winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 mile. That's average. That's pretty good. Chance of snow here, deplorable, is 30%. We're at 30%, and let's see. Computer. You mean my cell phone? Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. Don't walk away from your device. What do you mean you walk? Aren't you one of those ones you always have it in your hand wherever you go? You can't even put. There's people that can't even put it down. I gotta say this. I gotta tell you this. But first, let's say hi to Tim Fan 40. Hi, Tim Fan 40. How you doing? Coming in from Michigan, our resident contractor. You got 8 inches of snow in Michigan? Holy crap! It's look at that. Oh my God. And there's Tony D. Salute to you, Tony. And the missus says, good morning back to you. Good to see you, my friend. Great broadcast yesterday. He's saying hi to Deplorable over there on the Twitch side. And I know he was over on the Facebook. There it is. Yep. He put I like the emoji he posted over there on the Real Fireman Rich Facebook page. And so good morning to you. Let's see, from the toilet to the bathroom, cell phones. I got a story, and Tina saying good morning to Tim Fan 40, and on the YouTube. Let's see, there's yep there. Well, that's probably. Oh, there it is. There's Tim Fan 40 and Tony on the. See how quick that is on the YouTube. So good morning, and Tina saying good morning. Tony saying good morning to Tina. Tina saying good morning to Tony. But back on this one that, and Tim Fan 40 is saying good morning to all as well. Good morning. And Big Juice is saying, Tony, you get over here with us. Yeah, get over on Twitch. He's saying. But going back to what Big Juice was saying, I got to say this. We went to, when did we go to the Walmart? Saturday? Or was that yesterday? No.
No, we didn't go yesterday.
Maybe it was Friday.
I don't remember. Was it Saturday after breakfast?
No, it was Friday we went to. Okay, that's what we did Friday. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it was Friday.
Friday. We went to Walmart. Okay, so and Tony's saying hi to and Tim Fan 40 says, I'm driving. Make sure you have both hands on the frickin' wheel there, Tim. Okay. I'm in 4-wheel driving guys. Okay. You're on the construction site there. Okay. Just make sure. And hi to the guys that are working with Tim Fan 40. Glad to have you this morning. Hope you had your coffee and all that ready to go. Tony saying hi to Double J's. Tony saying hi to Big Juice. And Big Juice is saying, there he is. He's on Twitch. And Tony saying, good morning to Captain Rehab. But getting back to the story, the Walmart story. And you'll like this, Big Juice. I'm going in to go to the bathroom. So I'm at the urinal, okay? I'm doing my business. And then when I'm walking in, there's a guy. I'm going over to, I always go one urinal over. I'm walking in, but the guy's there doing his business, but he has his phone while he's going pee. And I'm like, I'm saying to myself, what a freaking idiot. You can't even put it down. And he's so I went, I did my business, which is, about maybe 20 seconds or so, just like whatever. I go to wash my hands. The guy's still standing there. And I'm like, oh my, is that what we come to? You can't put the freaking phone down. He put this in. I didn't tell, the missus just hearing this for the first time, but you mentioned about not putting this down. That was an example. That has got to be the most, that's just an old observation of our culture of what here in the United States and stuff like that. It just, and yeah, I had to keep myself from busting out laughing when I went into the bathroom. As far as that goes, Tina, I really did. And oh crap, ad started playing. Repeat. Big Juice. When I went into the bathroom, the person that was in the urinal, I went to the second. I always space. There's 3 urinals, so I always go to the opposite one. I don't want to be next to the guy. I just like give some space when there's space available. So as soon as I walk in, the guy's doing his business, and he's like this. And I'm looking at I walk over. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I go and do my business. I'm there for like 20. It doesn't. You go pee and you go when you wash your hands, and I'm walking out the door. The guy's still standing there with his phone at the urinal. I could see if you were on the can, but he was at the urinal standing there, and I'm like, that's the American culture now. It was a younger person. It's just like, and so never touch anyone's phone dirty. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, that was my potty story. I just we're talking about you could never put your phone down, and that's got to be my the weirdest. But it's not the weird because that's normal now. I mean, there's people that are in there doing their business in the stalls. I guarantee you, they got their phones out. It's like, put it down, give it a break, for God's sakes. And I agree with that. The phones are probably one of the dirtiest things. Oh, I've seen worse. Public bathrooms can be a real. I can imagine. I can imagine. Let's see. Continuing with our weather. Again, we got a chance of 30% snow here, but I think that's the back hills deplorable. The sun will be rising this morning at 6:50. It's 6:30 right now, and that's in about 20 minutes. 6:30 or 6:50 a.m. Yeah, 20 minutes. It's 6:30 right now. 20 minutes.
Leave Jack alone.
Come on, Bug. And let's see. So 6:50 a.m. The sun will be rising here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and will be setting at 4:50 p.m. Real quick, like it does go down quick. Once it starts going down, you can see. I don't know. It looks more daylight right there than it does okay, I can start seeing. It's starting to get daylight here. We got 20 more minutes as far as that goes. And let's see. So, and it's going to be, let's see, cloudy. Yeah, it's going to be cloudy all day today. So it's going to be a typical fall day. Our world times and temperatures as I speak. This is fun getting up early. I feel like we've been on here 36 minutes and it's 6:30. So that's right. I didn't walk Friday because the missus says, let's go to the Walmart. And I did all my walking at the Walmart. So, and I actually, I didn't look at anything. I just came across 2 gentlemen. One was, he was out of the Navy. He used to be on submarines. He was, he worked with the nuclear, the nuclear power plant for the nuclear sub, and he said the submarines are quiet. Nobody likes to talk and stuff. It's like it's quieter than a library. And then there was another individual. He was the United States Air Force back in the mid '80s. He was in the service. So I love going with the missus because I always get a chance to talk to some veterans there, as far as that goes. And let's see. Oh yeah, people all the time. Kids walk to and from school, heads down in their phone. Exactly. Yeah, that was what it was like where I worked at and stuff like that. So And let's see. I see people walking on the street and looking at phones, heads down. Yep, that's exactly it. And who do we have this? Who we have over on Hey Google? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How are you? I'm doing fine. Um, what's this? Like done. Okay, how are you? Okay. First time on YouTube. Let's see. Let me check the YouTube out here. What do we have on the YouTube here? So we got another person. We got one person on. Let's see. Let's check the YouTube out here on the chat. I'm from the southern tier of upstate New York, Pa. Nice to chat with you. Nice to chat with you. Thank you for stopping in, and have a good day. Yeah, we're just getting our morning coffee broadcast, just as far as that goes. Nice to talk with you, and have a great day. Glad to have you stopping in and stuff as far as that goes. And let's see, our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii. Oh, like you're in Delhi, New York, or Delhi, India. Let me see. Where's Delhi? Where? Let's see, Delhi. Oh, okay. You're coming in from New Delhi or Delhi. Okay, there's Delhi and New Delhi over in India. Okay, you're coming all the way from India, the country of India. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you guys are way into your in the afternoon there and stuff like that. You're like 12. Well, let's see. Japan is like 12 hours, 14 hours ahead. Australia is 14, so you're probably about 8 hours ahead of us here. We're just getting our day started here. What's the time at you? We're at 6:34 in the morning. We're just getting our day started here in New York State in the United States. Let's see. Big Joe says, "I would love to see the whole globe go without a cell phone." No, that's not going to happen, Big Juice. You know that. It would be totally awesome. The world would be quiet for a day. That's something. Okay, our world times and temperatures. Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:34 a.m. Cloudy skies with little clearing, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:35 a.m. Phoenix is clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The windy city of Chicago, Illinois at 5:35 p.m. currently, a.m. in the morning. Cloudy skies, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's cold. New York City, the concrete jungle. Um, and New York City is New York City. New York State, there's a whole lot of New York outside New York City. But New York City, currently here at 6:35 a.m., 6:35 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. But down in the city, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're 10 degrees more than we are as far as temperature wise. And let's see, our Jersey girl Tina is letting us know down there in central New Jersey, 54 for the high, that's Fahrenheit, 28 for the low in New Jersey, and cloudy. And our good friend Tony D, where's Tony D? I know he put it up here. Of course, we have 8 inches of snow out in Michigan there, from what Tim Fan 40 told us right there, 8 inches of snow. Let's see, there he goes. Tony D coming over on the Twitch side. Currently down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where he's at, 39 degrees Fahrenheit and 39 for the high. So they're already at their high. Or no, that's their low. Their high is 42 degrees and clear skies down there. So it looks like a good day. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, and in London, UK, at 11:36 a.m. currently, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. In Milan, Italia, it's still mangia, lunchtime in Milan, Italy. It's a beautiful city. Sunny and clear in Milan at lunchtime, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Double J is here, and we also have our person from Pahadi, Google, Pahadi. Did I say that right? Pahadi. I'll just call him Pa. Pa came in from Delhi, yeah. But over there in New Delhi, India, the country of India, New Delhi, at 5:07 p.m. So it's dinner time over there in New Delhi. 5:07 p.m. We got cloudy skies, little sun peeking out, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in Mumbai, India, at 5:07 p.m. Same time on the coast there. Cloudy skies in Mumbai, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. And skipping over to Kuala Lumpur at 7:37 p.m. Clear skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Tokyo, Japan, at 8:38 p.m. Clear skies in Tokyo, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friend and ally to the United States, Australia is. Melbourne, Australia at 10:38 p.m. in the evening. Cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, just to east of Melbourne, Sydney, Australia at 10:38 p.m. Passing clouds with the little clearing, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for the day. And well, let me get this down here on this. I forgot to put that on the thing. And let's see. I'm going back on we got Pa. He says it's 5:05 there. Oh, let's see. Big Juice says, I would like to see the whole globe. Okay, we already did that one. Okay, we did that one. Pa says it's 5:05 there in Delhi. And where the hell is it? And I'm from India, Delhi. And Captain Rehab says New Delhi, Indiana. Okay. I gave him the time. Yeah, it's 5:05 there. Okay, we're getting caught up here. Okay, the emojis didn't work there, Pa. And Double J says, if the mobile data is cut, the phone is just a brick. There we go. And what do you do? Right there, I'm retired. That's what I do, Pa. You are speaking like a teacher. I'm not a teacher. Well, I was a teacher in the fire department. I'm a retired firefighter. I used to be in the Air Force. I'm retired now. I'm a senior citizen. And Pa says, okay, bye. I have a lot of housework to do. Okay, have fun doing your housework. And nice to meet you too, Pa. Thank you. And Captain Rehab saying hi to Tony. And I have commented on your video. Hopefully you didn't put no. Let's see. Let's see what he put there. We started early, so I'm. This is pretty cool. Okay, and Pa saying it means hilly people. Watch Indian culture. Pa says lives in the mountainous area. They're okay, and New Delhi, a first sandwich with a topping lettuce and meat. Okay, Big Juice. Tina says Rich Cap reports 44 in Pennsylvania. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Cap. 44 down there in Philly. Did he say that? We got a lot of comments going through here. SpongeBob mom says stop streaming. Go okay. Yeah, I'll go for a walk there after. What happened over here? Something went wrong. What happened on the big screen? Let's bring the big screen back here. Who's SpongeBob? SpongeBob. I got to bring the thing up here. Okay, okay, we got that back up. I usually put the back one on Rumble now. Okay, we'll bring that up there. Okay, let's see. And Captain Rehab tells SpongeBob, "Yeah, don't be a nasty troll, please." Yeah, 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 SpongeBob, careful with the grandpa. Okay, I'm not a grandpa. All right. I guarantee I could probably win in a 1 mile race with you. I'm 67 years old, but I'm far from being a grandpa. Okay. Just to let you know there, my friend. And you're not a first time chatter, are you? You've been here before. Yeah, the grandpa thing doesn't fly here. Okay. Just to give you, yeah, you are a first time chatter. Okay. I'll give you a timeout. Okay. Yeah, we try to be respectful. Okay. Calling people's names, stuff like that is not, and that's borderline. You could say you're being funny and stuff. I don't like people. Um, I could say if you're young and dumb. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, let's go ahead and okay. Oh, there's the comment. Let's see what the comment is from Paul. Let me see. I'm just checking the. We'll bring this back up here. We started early, so we got. Oh, he put a comment on a different video. Oh, okay. We'll give that a thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Pa. New friend from India. Okay, thank you very much. Um, so we got rid of that one. Okay, we took care of that one. Thank you, and thank you, double Captain Rehab. See, I don't know that SpongeBob, so I don't know what context that grandpa was. So he's like, okay, Jack, you want here's your window. It's daylight out. We can open the windows here. Let's see our thought for the day. That's what we're going to be doing here. Hang on for a minute, folks. Let's see. We get this set up. Our thought for the day, and Captain Rehab saying hi to Jack. Yep, there's Jack. Jackie Jack. And let's see. Let's see. Okay, Captain Jack. Okay, thought for the day. Let's see. It comes from my favorite author, Mark Twain, an American writer and humorist. Was Mark Twain was the pen name of Samuel Longhorn Clemens, a celebrated American writer, humorist, and lecturer. He's best known for his novels, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, back there in 1876 and 1884, which some call the great American novel. His writing is known for its humor, very detailed, and memorable characters. His quote and our thought for the day goes as follows: the two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. It's interesting. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. I'm still figuring out the why. Let's see what he meant by this. The first is the beginning of your journey, is what Mark Twain is expressing. But the second is when your journey starts to have a clear and intentional path. It highlights the importance of finding a why, a passion or mission that motivates and fulfills you and gives clarity to your goals. That's pretty deep right there, folks. And most of Mark Twain's um, quotes are, as far as that goes. And Big Juice says, well, I think we all know why the bed got cozy. Okay. Okay. But Mark Twain has some great quotes, and that is a good one. That gets you thinking that you have to have a purpose. Even if it's be good at doing nothing, at least try to be the best of doing nothing. But I think I've had some things that I've done. Primarily, as far as growing up, experiencing things, doing things that have molded me to the person I am today. So it's a journey that we walk down the road, and we kick the can called life down the road until we can't kick the can anymore, because we basically are deceased, I guess, and stuff. So I cherish every moment that we have on this big blue marble that we have. I like to say, sometimes I say small blue. No, I say big blue marble. It's a big blue marble as far as that goes. So I think it's well worth having a purpose and a why as far as to move forward and stuff like that. What do I say here on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee? We're working towards the weekend. That's our purpose. We're trying to get through the weekend to kick back and enjoy as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Mark Twain. God bless and Godspeed. We do have a national day today. Let's see, the national day for today. We have National Civic Pride Day. That's good. That's good. National Forget Me Not. That's good. I see they have flags there, so I guess they're getting ready. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. That's a very important day as far as remembering our veterans. I want to say National Vanilla Cupcake Day, but there's one that's very more important. The national day here, the day before Veterans Day, is always the U.S. Marine Corps birthday. Hoorah! Semper Fi to the Marine folks. What's that? What's that? Okay, I thought I heard the missus there. But today is the United States Marine Corps birthday. My kid brother, who's no longer with us here physically. Oh, she's coughing. Okay. My younger brother, he passed away down there in the veterans facility, the Veterans Hospital down there in Queens. It's been about 5 years now? At least 4 years. 4 years, I think. So he was a United States Marine, and he was really dedicated as a Marine. He didn't stay in it as a career, but once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. Even if I almost became a Marine, I'm an almost. I went to the Air Force. But my kid brother was Marine. So a happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps. On November 10th, the United States Marine Corps' birthday commemorates the establishment of the Continental Marines. # Marine Corps birthday. The United States Marine Corps, a branch of the United States Armed Forces, is responsible for providing power protection from the sea, the use of mobility of the United States Navy to deliver the combined armed task force rapidly, and they do a good job. The Continental Congress first established the Continental Marines on November 10th, 1775, leading up to the American Revolution. 2 battalions of Marines fought for independence both on land and sea, and we appreciate their service as far as that goes. And that's a good one today, Tina. Yes, it is a good one. And Tina says her brother was a Marine. Yeah. That's to be a Marine. They make you tough. I've never seen a weak Marine. Never. A true Marine is a Marine for life, as far as that goes. That my hat's off to the Marines and stuff like. I was in the Air Force for 20 years. That was the country club of the armed services. I'll admit that. Okay, but when the mission came in, all the branches, they worked together. Department of Defense, Department of War, um, as far as that goes. And yes, he's very tough. Yes, the Marines, they are tough. My kid brother was a tough guy, stuff like that. So, and I do miss him as far as that goes. So, God bless and Semper Fi to all the Marines that are serving in the Marine Corps on the birthday of the Marine Corps. Happy birthday, Marine Corps. Okay, so there's our National Day. Of course, tomorrow we'll be doing the audio podcast tomorrow. So tomorrow will be Veterans Day, November 11th. Usually it's on a Monday. Now it's on a Tuesday. And yes, I was in the Air Force, Paul. Yes, right there. See, it says retired United States Air Force, U.S. Air Force firefighter. That's what I did. That was my job. So, okay, you're listening while you do your housework. Okay, that's fine. No problem. There's people that do that. I appreciate that. I saw your comment on the YouTube. I think that was a YouTube short I did and stuff like that. So thank you very much. And I do thank you for your listen there too. Let's see. Like I said, the audio podcast tomorrow and Thursday on Spotify for creators. At Fireman Rich over on Spotify. At Fireman Rich over on Spotify. If you want to check out all the audio versions of, I repurpose this audio right here, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast as an audio pod, and I don't know. We might. Let's see what do we got for subject matter. We talked about the great. What is it? The greatest spectroscope last Thursday. I think we'll find a story. We got a story about either the moon. Yeah, November's full moon is the Beaver moon. I guess this past full moon was a super moon, and it peaked on the 5th, which was last Wednesday. So that was a full moon. So we got a couple subjects here. We'll be talking about that. I mean, what the audio podcast is a scaled down version of this podcast that can go for an hour and a half to 2 hours. We do it in 30, 35, 45 minutes. And we have an interesting story. Instead of the second half of this broadcast, we're going to go over some articles on the local area here and stuff like that. So let's see. And we're right up to, are you still there, Big Juice? We got to make sure Big Juice is here. Big Juice, are you there? Preparing dinner. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hand pink, whatever. I think those are emojis. They're not coming in. It might be because I have no idea what that is. They're not working for some reason on YouTube. Let me check YouTube. Are they coming up on YouTube? Oh, okay. They're coming up on the YouTube, but they're not coming up here. I'm on Rumble Studio, so I do see them on the. I can't bring them up here. See, I'm broadcasting from Rumble into YouTube, so I guess they don't like the the things. Is Big Juice still in the house? Big Juice, are you still there? We're going to go to 100 years ago. I don't want to hear any complaints, Big Juice. I'm keying you up. We're going to go to 100 years from Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40 or any other news agency that we present their webpage here. I'm just going to give you an idea what some articles pertaining to the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's see. No, I know you're there, Paul. Or Paul. I want Big Juice. Is Big Juice there? Okay, this is going to be 100 years ago. Big Juice comes back in here and says, "Oh, what about 100 years? Oh, you missed it, dude." Okay, let's bring this up on the present page. Okay, here we go. We got 100. Big Juice says he's here. Let me get this here. 100 years ago, share, go back. Yep, Big Juice. Okay, you're here? Okay, that's good. We're going to do 100 years ago. So just want to make sure you're here there because you missed it yesterday. No, I've never visited India. The closest I've been to India was probably Italy. This is the closest I've been. I've been to the Philippines and Japan on the other side in the Pacific Rim, just to let you know, Paul. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll 100 years ago today. Yeah, this is going to be 100 years ago. Uh, let's see, on November 7th. So that was last Friday. So here we go. Let's go ahead and hit this to present. There's the young lady here, and we'll get this started here.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, George F. Johnson, president and general manager of the Endicott Johnson Corporation, yesterday delivered good news for EJ workers and residents of the Triple Cities. In a speech to 500 employees, he announced that all the factories in Johnson City are now resuming full operation and prospects are looking very good for better business. Construction of a large tabernacle has begun at the corner of Washington and Susquehanna Streets. Tabernacle will seat 7,500 people and is being built for the upcoming revival campaign by the famous evangelist Billy Sunday. Full rights of citizenship were granted to 135 new Americans in Supreme Court this morning. And finally, burglars broke into the Polish Hall on Prospect Street last night. They got away with cigars, cigarettes, chocolate bars, and 2 boxes of chewing gum. Police believe it was the work of young boys. And that was the news, November 7th, 1925.
Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Roger Luther. He's the Broome County historian, a great guy. Love his bit. But we have the boys out again there, Tina. The boys are running around loose as far as that goes. And and it's probably kids, because the dead giveaway is, kids are, the dead giveaway is the 2 boxes of the chocolate bars and 2 boxes of chewing gum. So Tina's laughing, lots of laughs. The first one, 100 years ago, George F. Johnson, he's the president, general manager, and he started the Endicott Johnson Corporation. That's they're the ones that did the shoes, Endicott Johnson Shoes, which is a big shoe factory here, and delivered good news that in a speech to 500 employees, that the factory in Johnson City is now resuming full operation and prospects look good, but the business is looking good. Construction for Tabernacle on Washington and Susquehanna. I think that Tabernacle's still there. The Tabernacle will see. No, I guess it was a port. Oh, okay. That was for the revival there for who was it? Who was that guy that they what's his name? I thought they had his. Oh, Billy Sunday. There it is. Billy Sunday. Billy Sunday. We've heard that name. I guess he was a big preacher guy back in the day. Of course, 135 new Americans were sworn in at the Binghamton Supreme Court. That's the way to get American citizenship. You just don't walk into the country. We won't go there, I guess. And then, of course, the boys there, we got the kids out running around and stuff like that. So that's what it was 100 years ago. As of Friday, November 7th. And we do appreciate Roger Luther there. And it's always fun watching that. And again, full disclosure, no association with with Fox 40. Just like that's what it was like 100 years ago here in the Southern Tier. That was the main news and stuff like that. And Tina was laughing at the boys there. The boys that let's see, laughing. And Paul wants to say, you're doing my work. Yes, are very learning. Nice. Okay, I'm going back. You said nice. Rumble Studios. Yep, Rumble Studios. I got the news there for the local area. And to answer your question or why I'm not able to, because I'm posting these. You're just on YouTube. So right now, we see up here, we got one person. That's you, Paul, right there. You're one person on YouTube. Okay, we got 9 people. Ooh, 9 people. We need one more person on Rumble. Maybe we can get an article or a read ad. Got 9 people on Rumble, 1 person on local. There's Pa from India. There's nobody else. You're only going to see the YouTube. And this YouTube or this comment right here, I've got control. That's what I do for using Rumble Studios. Rumble Studios is a good place. And Pa says, nice. So continue being active in the chat. Appreciate that. Okay, for other history here, in 1792, the White House here in the United States, designed by Irish-born architect James Hoban, received its cornerstone in Washington, D.C. The construction commemorates of the future home and office of every president since John Adams in 1792. That's when the cornerstone was put. In 1919, the first National Convention of the American Legion. That's American Legion is an organization for veterans of all the branches. And then in 1954, the Marine War Memorial was dedicated on the birthday of the Marine Corps on this day, across the river from Washington, D.C., marking the founding of the U.S. Marines in 1775 by the Second Continental Congress, and a huge bronze statue today known as the Iwo Jima Memorial because of the iconic AP war photo, which it was based on. And that's a memorable moment during World War II. So it's in a statue down there. And 2006, the National Museum of the Marine Corps was dedicated and opened near the Quantico Marine Base in Triangle, Virginia, back in 2006. And let's see. Doing my work. Yes, you are a very learned man. Thank you. Yeah, I like history. You thought I was a teacher. If I was to become a teacher, I'd become a history teacher because I love history. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Just finishing out the history here. We talked about the monument. Oh, here's a good one. 1969, the children's education program Sesame Street. I used to watch Sesame Street. Made its debut on National Education Television, now PBS. And let's see, do we have anything else? No, that's all garbage. That's all the history we have. And as far as that goes. So let's see, it's 7:05. So we've been on for an hour now. An hour and 10 minutes. So and we're doing pretty good. We had our first hour here. I'm going to go ahead and take a break and refresh my coffee here. And you guys all sit tight, and we will be right back. And in a couple minutes here. So we'll just put some intermission music here, and we will be right back in a couple minutes here, folks. back. We're back. Oh, hang on for a minute. I forgot to turn the loop button off. We are back. We are back here on the Monday morning coffee for 11.10. And what do we have there? Oh, Samuel. Where's Samuel coming in from? Coming in from Twitch. We have Samuel Old something. Okay, Samuel, thank you for the follow. I heard that as far as on the in my headphones there, the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much. But we are back for the Monday morning coffee for 11.10.2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast here. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. This is the second half of the broadcast here that I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at about between 6 and 6:15. We started 5 minutes to 6 this morning. We haven't done that in years as far as starting the broadcast here, but I've been doing this for a number of years. It's just a morning coffee. I got my second cup of coffee here. We are just getting started here, and for those folks, okay, we have a new person, Poe. Or Pa. I'm going to call you Pa Handi Google on the YouTube side. Thank you for being here. And as far as that goes, I'm here in the United States, New York State, upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside this morning. And I've been doing this for a number of years, and I enjoy it. I like talking. This is like the coffee show of in the morning here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We do repurpose this over on Spotify. So I have the people that listen on Spotify. Thank you very much. I raise my coffee cup to those listeners at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And we're in our second half where we're going to go over. I got some various web pages here. We saw 100 years ago from Fox 40. I always have to say this because I want to make it clear that I have no affiliation or association. I'm retired. I'm retired from working now. I'm retired Air Force, retired firefighter, and I could still work, but I just decided, okay, I'm 65. This is 2 years ago. I'm 65. I might as well retire and enjoy life. And if I would have known what I'd known at 65, I would have retired at 62. And let's see there, Samuel. Thank you again, Samuel, for the follow. Hello, how is streaming going? So yeah, streaming's good. I've been doing this for a number of years. I like it. It's fun. This morning coffee, I did this back. I don't know if you remember a platform called Haps. I did it back in the Haps days. That's where it started forming and stuff. And just being a regular broadcaster, live stream caster, I should say. So I have fun with it. And it's going good. It's going very good as far as that goes. Samuel, first time chatter on, and I did hear the follow, so thank you, Samuel. And but the second half of the broadcast here, we're going to be showing some web pages here. We just before we went on break, 100 years ago. That's from Fox 40. That's a local Fox 40 TV channel here in the southern tier. It's in Vestal, New York. That's where they're based out of. They're the local. I have no affiliation with them, but I show stuff from their webpage. I'm a consumer of their webpage and some other webpage, WEBO. That's the radio station here in Owego, New York. We present stuff there. From WNBF. That's another radio station in Binghamton. WBNG. That's channel 12. WAAL. That's a rock channel there in Binghamton. Classic rock. Channel 34, that's another TV station. That's ABC affiliate in Binghamton. WENY, that's the ABC affiliate out in Elmira. Channel 18, that's in Elmira also. Penny Saver, WKGB, that's a radio station. KISS 104, that's a sister station of WAAL and WNBF. Then I got two web pages. I look at 106.5 Country WYRK up there in Buffalo for New York State, as well as the other one up there in Buffalo, Power 93.7 WBLK. And we also look at WGR 550. That's a radio station for the Buffalo Bills. And then we have this, what is it called? 1440. Tina turned me on to this 1440. We'll look at that too. But what is that? That's those are stations that, or those are web pages I go to show, give you an outlook of where I live at here in the Southern Tier, the articles that pertain to the Southern Tier. I have no association with any of those web pages. I'm a consumer. Okay, so I do bring them up. But before we go to that, we had some sports this weekend. Let's go ahead and talk about the sports. In NBA action, I'm starting to look at the NBA again. On Friday, the Celtics lost to the Magic. That's not good. 123-110. And let's see, did the Nets play Knicks? No, they played Saturday. No, none of them played. Let's see, the Knicks and Nets. The Knicks beat the Nets Sunday. That was yesterday, 134-98. I guess I missed that game yesterday afternoon because I was watching football. And the Celtics did not play. So today, we have neither of those three teams playing. The Nets will be playing tomorrow. The Raptors, the Knicks will be playing the Grizzlies, and the Celtics will be playing the 76ers. Oh, that's tomorrow night. That's a good game as far as that goes. That's good. That's good as far as that goes. Is this your favorite gameplay? No, I'm just broadcasting. It's just a live. This is just chatting. I do game. I game on Battlefield 6, Samuel. I do play that. I broadcast the other night, Saturday night, some Battlefield 6. I do game, broadcast gaming, and got great vibes here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have some good people in the chat. You know, we're on all these platforms. We're on 7 platforms. We have a network of 7 platforms. So I'm bringing all these. I'm broadcasting to Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X Live, and Kick. And we have a total of 17 people right now on the broadcast. I bring all these, you know, I'm able to. That's the one thing great about Rumble Studios or Rumble. So I think we have a good vibe and stuff. And it's always great to have new people come in like you, Samuel. Thank you for the follow. Rich, did you hear about the 2 Cleveland Guardian pit? I did. They waited till baseball was over, getting busted for rigging games. So it's not just the NBA; it's the Major League Baseball. Like Major League Baseball needs that. I'm still recovering from the steroids. Remember the steroids? So all those players getting jacked up. You got a Discord community spot? No, I use Discord, but it's more of a private. I don't have a public Discord, Samuel. You know, Discord. This is the Blab Owl. When they did Blab, I knew some of the guys that did Blab. They created Discord. A lot of people don't realize that Discord came from Blab. As far as that goes, I was like the 250th person that signed up or something like that on that thing. I didn't really use Discord until just recently, and that's only for a few people. It's just like Discord and TikTok. The only people I talk to on those platforms, and I only have like 23 followers on TikTok because it hasn't been officially finalized that it's an American company yet, or else I'm planning on opening my TikTok, but I don't really do TikTok. I have enough going on right here, folks. So I know a lot of people use Discord. I don't. Discord is it's a whole nother animal and stuff like that. So, but my community is right here on this broadcast. So, and Discord's a pretty good one. Yep, NFL, NHL is next. Watch. Yeah, I think so too, Big Juice. I do think so. I think you could be right. So basketball action Tuesday night is when my 3 teams in basketball: Boston Celtics, number 1. I'm a big time Boston Celtic fan. New York Knicks and Brooklyn Nets. Let's see. Yesterday we did have some football. Unfortunately, my Buffalo Bills lost. I couldn't believe that game. They could not get anything going. I think the heat affected them. But the scores, let's see. Last Thursday we had the Broncos beating the Raiders 10-7. Yesterday the Colts won in the last minute and a half. I was watching this game on NFL Channel. Colts beat the Falcons 31-25, and in that game, Jonathan Taylor, he had 32 carries for 244 yards, a running back, 3 TDs. he practically won the game for him. Well, he was a significant contributor. Let's just say that. So I did pick the Colts to win as far as that goes. That was a good game. Atlanta could have won that game. Let's see. Continuing with the 1 o'clock, the New York Jets. The New York Jets won yesterday,
Did they?
but the Buffalo Bills and New York Giants couldn't.
I'm telling
The
you,
Jets
the
beat
Bills-
your Browns
I
there,
think
Big
the-
Juice.
I think the Bills game was. I think that was rigged.
No, the heat.
No.
You could see the heat was having an effect on them. The Miami Dolphins are used to the heat down there in Miami. I think Buffalo Bills. They just didn't have the pep in their step there to win. But the Jets beat the Browns there. Sorry, Big Juice.
Oh,
He's a Cleveland Brown fan.
well,
So they won 27-20. Saints ended up beating the Panthers. I think I picked the Panthers on that one. New England Patriots, they beat the Buccaneers 28-23. Ravens won against the Vikings 27-19. So are the Vikings for real? Ravens are back. The Ravens are back, I guess it looks like. And Big Juice says lots of love. Anyone could beat the Browns. Okay, Big Juice. I gotta put that up there. That's anyone could beat the Browns. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think so. I think you may be right. And that was at home. I thought the Browns were going to win that, but I picked Jets. I went with the New York thing there as far as that goes. And let's see. The Bills, of course, lost to the Dolphins 30-13. They couldn't get anything going. They coughed the ball up. Josh Allen had a fumble and also a couple interceptions there. So it was not a pretty game. New York Giants, they lost. It was close, 24-20 against the Bears. Bears are a tough team, I think. Big Juice says maybe even a really good high school football team could beat the Browns. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Jaguars, they lost to the Texans. Texans were pretty tough there yesterday. Seahawks, no problem beating the Cardinals 44-22. And let's see. Lions beat the Commanders 44-22. Rams beat the 49ers 42-26. Rams, ooh. Last night, Aaron Rodgers couldn't get it done. The Steelers lost to the Chargers 25-10. And the Packers are tonight with the Eagles. Go, Eagles, go. We want the Eagles to win as far as that goes. And let's see. Maybe even a real high school could be. That's funny. That's pretty. And Samuel just sent a request on. I'm not going to accept the disc. I don't take request. I won't be accepting that, Samuel, with all due respect. I only have like 3 people I follow on Discord. I don't use Discord. Okay. I don't use Discord. I'm here online. If you want to follow me over on X. X is my mainstay for communicating on social media. So just to let you know, okay. No disrespect or anything. I don't use Discord. Okay. I'm on Discord, but there's only a few people. Okay, you understand that. So don't. I know that everybody's into dudes in Discord. I said I'm just not one of those people. I've got all this I'm dealing with here. So, and deplorable. So, yep, I'm right there with you, deplorable. Philly, they got to get it done tonight. We'll see what happens and stuff like that. And Samuel, you understand as far as the Discord. Thank you. I appreciate your understanding thing. Yeah, I'd like to, but it's just. I mean, Discord. There's so much to it. It's just like it's overwhelming, I guess, in a matter of speaking for me. There is a few people I do associate with and stuff like that. So, but for the most part, that's why I always say my mainstay on social media is X. I post everything I post is always on X. On the other platforms. I mean, there's a dozen of them. Just Google @FiremanRich and you'll see where else I'm at. But let's see. As we say in Northeast Ohio, maybe next year, Browns. I think I told you, Big Juice. My best friend, his father, God bless his soul, Mr. J. He was a diehard. He said that back when I was a kid. He was a big Cleveland Brown fan. He loved the Cleveland Browns. They were one of the original NFL teams and stuff. And Samuel says, I just want to share real quick. No, that's okay. I got so many ideas in my head and stuff like that. I don't need any more. I appreciate that, Samuel. I appreciate it. I just checked on your channel and I noticed it was set up, but I see that you don't have the viewers. Okay, don't try and sell me any viewers, Samuel, or else you will get blocked. I don't go for the cheap views or and all that. Okay, I'm a grassroots type of guy. If people want to be here, they can be here. I'm not looking for. I've got more than my share of viewers, so I'm not going that way. Okay, I'm not one of those broadcasters that want to explode. I like it just the way it is. Okay, my friend, and that's where I have my enjoyment. And also, what's this? Also, I think they're waiting on a new dome stadium to complete. Oh, for the Buffalo, for the Browns, yeah, in 2000. Like they're going to start magically winning. That's the same thing I could say about the Buffalo Bills, Big Juice. No, I haven't heard of MLG. I don't get too involved with new things that pop up now and stuff like that. So, Samuel, I said I will not be accepting you on Discord, okay? So don't push the issue, my friend. Okay? I have like 2 or 3 people. I've had that for Discord for a number of years. I don't use Discord in a public forum, okay? So I'm just going to leave that at that and not talk about it anymore, okay? You're pushing a little bit too much on the Discord, my friend, just to let you know. Let's see. MLG to rich man's main landing gear. MLG to rich men's main landing gear. Okay, means main landing gear. Oh, is that what he meant? Okay, want to talk? Thank you. Oh, that's an acronym. Okay, thank you, Double J's. It means main landing gear. Okay, so what? Okay, my main landing gear is that the name of the app or program or whatever? Okay, I'm not. Like I said, I'm really thankful and like Rumble Studios and stuff. That's my main landing gear is Rumble Studios or Rumble itself, as far as that goes. So let's see. We have 8 people on Rumble, 1 person on local, nobody on YouTube, 5 people on Twitch, and what we got? 7 people. 7 people on X. Let's check Kick. The numbers don't come in on Kick, so let's check Kick real quick. How many people do we have on Kick? And we have 1 person over on Kick. Thank you very much for the 1 person on Kick. Let's see. My main landing gear is tacos. There we go. Tacos. There we go. Love the tacos. That's funny, deplorable. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we have on the news in Fox 40 here as far as getting that going here. We got Double J's is saying, let's see, I don't know what Samuel means by MLG since you were in the Air Force. Main landing gear generally means main landing gear. Yeah, I guess I thought Samuel was saying there was another there was another app out there called ML as far as that goes. Let's see, David Bailey is on. I just got a YouTube up. It could be saying my main landing gear. What's my main program? As far as Discord is not my main landing gear. I use it. I post on there for the few people I know, and it's more or less I use it as a private chat for the people I know over there. And I tried using it in an open. I just don't. It's just too much for me. I don't get any. I don't get anything. That's worth my time. Okay, I put the things I do online. I put my time into because I enjoy using them, and I enjoy using Rumble, as far as that goes. You know, people say, "Oh, you need to get on TikTok." No, I don't. I got more than enough here to handle and stuff. Let's go ahead and see what's on Fox 40. Let's see. Is that? Let's not go there. Let's see. Let's see. Deplorable says usually they join streams, then join your Discord and message everyone in the Discord trying to. Yeah, it's just, there's so much on Discord that I just don't want to open myself up. That's just I think Discord opens yourself up, and unless you have some admins that manage it and stuff. And I'm not about going. I don't really care to be an influencer. I have fun just talking to you folks. That's my enjoyment. It's just like I'm on a low key. I don't need the big hoopla as far as that goes. This is let's see. What do we have here on Fox 40? And I'm not really seeing anything on Fox. Okay, we got the second annual pumpkin smash here in Tioga County. Let's go ahead and show you that. Let's see. Yeah, I have mine locked down. Deplorable says too. Yeah, mine's locked down. I if I'm on there, there's a few people I've known over the years and stuff like that. So I end up using it more of as a chat program there. So I'm right there with you, Deplorable. You know, because why do you need that if you're on Twitch or if I'm on Rumble or YouTube? There's a chat program there. You can talk in there. Why do you have to have a Discord for something separate? It's not like I'm going to be on there. I'm not on there 24/7 on this thing. Well, pretty close to 24/7, but the missus is laughing. I hear her in the background. She says I'm on here all the time. Let's see. Let me go ahead and bring this down first. I got an article here. This article is on Fox 40. Second annual pumpkin smash returns to Tioga County. That's the county where I live. I live in Tioga County, and there it is. It's on Fox 40. We're going to go ahead and see what this is about. Halloween's over with, so what do you do with your pumpkins? You know, that are carved and everything. Well, they're going to rot. So why not take them over to a place where they can get smashed? So let's go ahead and see what this one's. Tioga County is the county I live in here in upstate New York, the southern.
Community members are invited to drop off their pumpkins to be smashed, with the remains later composted or delivered to local farms for livestock feed. The event also included family-friendly activities, refreshments from the Open Clover Cafe, and information from local youth development organizations about their farm work. This is the second year Tioga County has hosted the pumpkin smashing event following last year's success.
Our main goal with hosting the Pumpkin Smash was to help people learn about ways to compost pumpkins or other vegetables that they might have in their kitchens, keep them out of the landfills, working with sustainability approaches, and also let them know that livestock can also be another place where those pumpkins can be placed into.
Okay, so that's a smashing good time at the Great Tioga County Pumpkin Smash. And that's a good thing as far as you bring your pumpkins there and you have fun just whacking it, and they compost it, which is a good thing to do. And that's pretty cool. That's right here in the county I live in. So, and it's done by the Cornell Cooperative out at Cornell University, which is about 30 minutes up the road here from where I'm at in Cornell. What's that? Oh, it's Cornell. Okay, it's an hour. The missus tells me it's an hour. I'm always thinking 20, 30 minutes and stuff. It's an hour's drive from where I'm at, Cornell. Oh, that's right, because it's up over past Elmira, so it would be an hour. Okay, so that's our first one on Fox 40. That was a good one. Okay, let's see what else we have here for news. Again, no affiliation with all these articles or these new. Let's see. Binghamton University hosts chemistry undergraduates. Let's see what this is. Binghamton University is a university in Vestal, New York. Even though it says
undergraduate students at Binghamton.
Even though it says Binghamton, Vestal is right next door to Binghamton. But this is a major university here. That's right, Deplorable. It's more your way. Yeah, actually, probably Corning is probably right in about at the halfway point, but that is more your way. Okay, so this one is about Binghamton University. I like talking about the Binghamton. This is a good university, folks. It's not a huge university like Cornell or Syracuse, but it is a very good institution, learning institution there. So Binghamton University hosts chemistry undergrads ACS postseason. So let's see what this one's about.
Graduate students at Binghamton University tonight were given the opportunity to share the research they've been working on during the fall semester. Hosted by the American Chemical Association, this event saw students sharing their research from fields like hydrogen evolution and clean energy systems to the digestion of tattoo inks for elemental analysis. Clarice Kelleher, a faculty member of Binghamton University, stressed the importance of events like this and getting researchers out of the labs and sharing their ideas with associates.
So these are all undergraduate students who are doing research here at Binghamton in chemistry or related fields. And this is an opportunity for them to present their research. It also gets everybody out of the lab a little bit, so it's less isolating, like you're just doing your own thing. And now they're out talking about everything that they're doing, and it helps the rest of the department and the rest of the community sort of know more what they are doing in their lab. We do this every fall, so we'd love to have people come and see the research that the undergrads are doing here.
Okay, so it's basically a brainstorming, cross feeds type thing, sharing your information with other undergrads and stuff like that. So where it spurs, it creates ideas. So that's what universities are supposed to be about: creating ideas, learning, and all that. And Binghamton University is a great university, folks. As far as that goes. You get your bang for your buck there. Okay, you get a really good education. New York, that's the one thing about New York State. They have a good. That's part of SUNY State University System, as far as that goes. But there's some great universities here in upstate New York. Cornell being one of them, Syracuse, St. Bonaventure's out there, Deplorable Way. He's in Pennsylvania, in Bradford, Pennsylvania, and right across the New York Penn line where he's at only, and that's where St. Bonaventure's is. That's another great college. That's a private college, but there's some great colleges here in New York State. Also Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has some great, some great learning establishments there. Okay, let's see what else we got here on Fox. I think that's the last one we have for Fox. Yeah, let's see what's on WEBO. Anything on WEBO for news? Nope, nothing there. Let's see. Yeah, WEBO is a great a very good radio station. Nothing on WEBO. Let's go WNBF. Let's see. Nope, nothing. Nothing there. Okay, and let's see. WBNG. Okay, they had another fire at Upstate Shredding. Oh, let's see what this one's about, folks. Crews respond to a fire at Owego Upstate Shredding for the second time this week. So when did this article came out? This came out the 7th. So this was Friday. This article came out Friday at 11 p.m., 11:36 p.m. So let's go ahead and see what this one's about. Bring it up on the board here. Okay, and they had the last fire. It cost somebody's life. That the person ended up dying. There was a fatality, but here's another fire. I don't know if they got problems up there. Adam Weissman, he needs to get his act together. Okay, let's see what this one's about.
Joining us here at 11, I am Autria Mineshni. We begin today in Tioga County, where Upstate Shredding in Owego once again caught fire. A 12 News crew on the scene saw more than a dozen crews responding. Officials say flames could be seen shooting up into the sky when they arrived on the scene. A shredder caught fire, and officials are now trying to determine what caused it. The fire was put out, and crews worked to contain hotspots. Just last week, a fire tore through the facility, claiming the life of an employee. Owner Adam Weitzman says they're still grappling with that loss.
So last week was crazy. That was really bad, and we lost the life of like a really trusted coworker, great kid. But we're so stunned because of last week. yeah, we're just being extra cautious and extra paranoid.
Weitzman says, fortunately, there are no injuries since no one was in the area at the time of the fire.
And they usually have a fire at least once a year up there. They just crush things, metal and stuff like that. Adam Weissman, he's a pretty good guy, depending on who you talk to and stuff. But he is very charitable to the community. The local at the local park here at Hickory's here in Owego, the town of Owego. He donated the money for the dog park and I remember when that was first built years back when I still had Max, we would go there for a couple of times, and he built it because in memory of his mother. So he is a very charitable guy. He has this is just one of several shredding. They shred up cars and stuff like that and whatnot. So, but the two fires, it's sort of unusual. The facility is a pretty state of the art. It's not an old facility or anything like that. It's been up there for a number of years, but it's still, so that's not good. So let's see what else we have on WBNG. We have, let's see. We got the upstate shredding. And that's about it there. Yeah, there's only one article. Okay. Oh, okay. Is this an update? Here's an update on the Veterans Day Parade. There is a parade in Binghamton, New York. Let's go ahead and bring this up as far as it goes on WBNG and see what this one's about. The Binghamton to host annual Veterans Day Parade tomorrow.
There's only 4 more days until the Binghamton community will get to honor some of its bravest members for Veterans Day with the Veterans Day Parade. The parade will take place on Tuesday, November 11th at 1 p.m. It will begin at the American Legion Post 80 on Main Street and end at the courthouse downtown. The chair of the parade committee says that events like this are what start traditions in the communities.
So these are the kind of things that started that tradition. Of course, World War I was what kicked off Veterans Day. 11th day of the 11th hour, 11th month, of the 11th hour. And so all of that is important that we remember every year, but we proudly march.
Participants in the parade will begin lining up at the American Legion Post 80 around 12:30 p.m.
So that's tomorrow, the Veterans Day Parade. They don't have as many parades as they used to, but Binghamton does host one, and we appreciate that. I believe there will be one I'm pretty sure if not, there'll be a ceremony outside the Court Street Courthouse here in Owego to remember the veterans that have passed and thank them as far as that goes. And so it's a very solemn day as far as to remember that. And for me, being a veteran now. I actually appreciate it. Back in the day when I was in the service, okay, it's Veterans Day and stuff. Now that I'm out, it has more meaning. I don't know why that is, but it does have more meaning as far as that goes. So tomorrow is Veterans Day here in the United States of America. And I know over in the UK, they have the poppy because one of the things I forgot to mention yesterday, Manchester City beat Liverpool 3-0. I forgot to talk about that in the Premier League. And they had a match yesterday. It was right after the football game I watched that was in Berlin. That was what game was that? That was there was a game in Berlin, Falcons and Colts. And right after that, I watched while I was on Tony D's broadcast, I was watching the Manchester City Football Club, and they won. And Liverpool, so Liverpool, they dropped. Where did they drop? Yeah, they went down. Where the hell is Liverpool? Arsenal is first. Manchester City is second. Chelsea is third. Sunderland is fourth. Tottenham is. Oh, Liverpool they dropped to 8th place. Good. I'm a Manchester City football, but over there, I noticed when they were playing, the Manchester City shirt. They were playing in Manchester City. They had the poppy. They had the poppy on their suit. I would love to have one of those jerseys. I have a Manchester City jersey. As far as that goes, I'm going to get ready. And so they were wearing the poppy in honor of their veterans that they have. So let's see. Big Juice says, "Do you use your veterans discount?" I don't really. No, not really. I don't really. I know I know some veterans that I've done when I was still working. I think there's one time we went out to a buffet, a bunch of us that were veterans, and we got a free meal. I thought that was pretty cool. So there are local restaurants and establishments or even stores that provide a discount to veterans. So I do appreciate that. And that's a good thing, Big Juice, to say that, because it's more. You see more and more of that as far as that goes. So I do. But I don't really go out that much. So
Some of the stores want too much information.
yeah, that's the road. Yeah, what the missus was just saying. You hear in the backgrounds. You do that, then they try and get more information. Your phone number, address, and can we send you your email address? And it's like nah. I'll just say I'm a senior citizen. Give me my senior citizen discount. Did I just say that? Okay, let's see. What else do we have on channel 12? And I think that's it for. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Let's see. WAAL. We got an article. What's the article here? Oh, nothing there on WAAL. Fallen Binghamton firefighter honored with Courage Award. Is that a video? Is there a video for this? Okay, there is a video for this. So this is on channel 34. And I believe this is Binghamton fallen firefighter John J.R. Gaddett was honored on national TV for his bravery and sacrifice. This is the firefighter that had a line of duty death here a while back. And let's go ahead and bring this one up. This is on channel 34. There we go. And we'll maximize it. And let's see. Let me take my camera down. And there's the young lady, Lindsay Aaron. She's the channel 34 spokesperson. Again, no affiliation with channel 34 or any of these other news agencies that I'm presenting. But this is a local Binghamton firefighter that was in line of duty death, and they're honoring him. Let's listen to this one.
Binghamton fallen firefighter John J.R. Gaudette was honored on national television for his bravery and sacrifice. The Fox Nation Patriot Awards took place last night in Long Island. Gaudette was killed on February 12th while battling a blaze that destroyed one main street in the city. He was posthumously given the Stephen Siller Courage Award on behalf of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. The organization previously paid off the mortgage on the Gaudette home. Gaudette left behind his wife, Felly, and 3 children. Felly accepted the award on his behalf. She says John was known as JR to his friends, coach to his lacrosse athletes, Johnny to her, and daddy to her kids.
The biggest fear that I have is people forgetting him. People forgetting his laugh, his stories, his sacrifice. But tonight, you all reminded me that he's not forgotten, that you all still remember him, not just as a hero to his community, but who he was to us, his family.
Felly thanked the Binghamton community, Tunnel to Towers, and Fox Nation for their support and for sharing his story.
And they honor him still. He's a Binghamton firefighter that he gave the ultimate on the fire ground, and the Fox Awards there that they had this past weekend. He was honored nationally, and so we remember him. And they mentioned the Tunnel to Towers Association. That is a very good. That's an outstanding organization. They do this not just for the military. They do it for emergency services personnel, and in this case, the fire department, the the young lady there, she lost her husband. JR, he had 2 children. He coached local sports. He's going to be missed. He won't be forgotten. No, we do not forget our fallen firefighters, and I think that's a great tribute to him. But the Tunnel to Towers, they paid for the rest of his mortgage, so his wife doesn't have to worry about that. So my hat's off to them. But we remember him, and we will remember him when his name is mentioned. And each year when we honor the fallen firefighters, there's a day that the National Fire Association down there in Washington does that, and they do an outstanding job. So God bless you, JR. Godspeed. So that was a good one there on Channel 34. Never forget the fallen firefighters. They're right here in our heart. Okay, let's see what else we got on Channel 34. That one just popped out at me when I saw that. Okay, let's see. WENY out there in Elmira. Let's check out there real quick. So we're finishing up. Get rid of that ad there. And I'm not seeing anything on WENY. I don't know about their webpage. It's just it's nice, but it's not very user friendly, I guess. And let's see. Channel 18. Anything on Channel 18? Nothing there. Penny Saver. They got an article about honoring the veterans there tomorrow. So let's see. WKGB 92.5 Binghamton Rock, a great rock channel there. Let's see. Do we have anything on here? What's this? Oh, we got a video here of, let's see, what's this? Last Thursday, a reckless driver incident in Aurora, Colorado led to 3 firefighters being hospitalized. The crash occurred as Engine 7 of Aurora Fire Department was responding to a medical emergency with its lights flashing and sirens blaring. The fire truck was making a left-hand U-turn when a black Nissan driven by 20-year-old attempted to overtake traffic and collided. The impact caused significant damage to the Nissan. There's a video on that. Let's go ahead and bring up the video here. Let's see what this is about. This is interesting. This is on WKGB. This is the Binghamton's Rock Channel. And let's go ahead and see what this one's about.
3 Aurora firefighters were hurt in a crash yesterday afternoon while responding to a medical emergency. Police say the crash happened about noon on East Iliff at I-225. They say Aurora Fire Rescue was responding to a call with its lights and its sirens activated while it made a U-turn. A driver tried to pass the engine on the left and hit the front of the truck. 3 firefighters went to the hospital. They all had minor injuries. And the 20-year-old driver, they got a summons for failing to yield to an emergency vehicle. They also had no registration and no insurance.
Wow. Let's go back here. Let me go back here. Let's check this out. See, they're in the center lane, but you don't pass an emergency vehicle on the left. That's stupid. You don't have, when they got lights and sirens going, you do not have the right of way, folks. You got to pass over on you don't pass a fire truck. You pull over and let them go. Let them go down the road. That's asinine. So this guy's at fault. I think that's common knowledge. You got to, even though he's in the center lane, that's a big rig. So this guy that's in that little Nissan, the 20-year-old, is definitely at fault, folks. So that's a pretty decent. Just give them all the space. They're responding to an emergency right there. They got an accident. They can't respond. So that's going to hamper the fire emergency wherever they're going to help out. So it's just some people, they say, "Oh, I could just zip around." No, you don't pass people on the left, even though he probably thought he had the right of way, which was asinine. That's just plain ignorance right there, folks. Okay, let's see. That was on KGB. Let's see. They got the Fudabago rally for families on hunger on KISS 104. Let's see, up there in Buffalo, New York area. What do we got up there? I don't want to talk about the Bills. They lost. It's just like, I'm sorry. And then the other radio station talking about this and that. There's nothing really that pops out. We're not going to talk about the Bills, the Sabres. Anything going on with the Sabres? I'm not into hockey. Let's see. 1440. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Wasn't there something? I thought there was something concerning that. Let me see here. Let me put this in a search engine here, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. Okay, there's nothing on 1440, so we'll just leave that there. Let's see. Nope, there's nothing there. So for all intents and purposes, we're done here. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We've been on for 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left, get our day started here. We're right at coming up on the top of the hour, 8 o'clock here. We're 4 minutes before 8. So it pays to start early. I started. I usually finish up it's like 8:15 or 8:30, but this is different. This is different here. And we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get our day started and see what the day brings. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And I want to say thank you for those people that were here in the chat. Let me go down the list here as we finish up. Let's see. Let me get this. What the hell? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being here. Thank you, Tina. Have a great day. Thank you, Double J's. Thank you, sir. At this undisclosed location. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. You have a great Monday as we start a new week as we're working towards the weekend. Appreciate you here. Deplorable. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Good show out there in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Thank you for being here, my friend. Always good. And what's going on here? Okay, there we go. Let's see. How come this isn't going down? Okay, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. I went too far. Okay. Thank you, Big Juice. Big Juice coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Again, deplorable. Thank you for the flags. And let's see, going down the list, we had, I think Tony D came in after that, right? No, we had Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love. Thank you, Captain Rehab. You have a great Monday start to your week, and be safe. And let's see, going down the list, we had Tim Fan 40. Thank you, Tim Fan 40. 8 inches of snow out in Michigan. My God. Glad to see you here. Thank you very much. And Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much, Tony D. Greatly appreciate you being here. Check out Tony D's broadcast, Bell Kings Fantasy Football there on Tony G's YouTube channel, Twitch channel, and right here on Rumble, Tony D. And going down the list, we got Double J's, Big Juice again. Pa, let me pronounce this. Pa Hadi, P-A-H-A-D-I. I don't know if I said that right, Double J's. Pa Hadi Google. Thank you for being here, taking part over there on from YouTube. Greatly appreciated. And let's see, we're going down the list. We had quite a conversation with Pa Hadi. And let's see, we had quite the conversation going on here, folks, for a Monday, really. I'm just scrolling down here. We had did a lot of talking. Samuel Tuna or something like that. Thank you for the follow as far as that goes, and it's appreciate you being here. And I guess that's it. I want to say thank you for the people that are watching now, and also on the replay. Thank you very much, greatly appreciated. The people that are listening to the audio pod over there on Spotify at Fireman Rich over on Spotify, and for all others, for the main part, I'm on X at Fireman Rich on X. That's where I do my major postings. All these other platforms that I may be on in a public forum, Discord not being one of them, folks. Okay, just Google at Fireman Rich, or else just check the show notes as far as where else. But X is my mainstay, at Fireman Rich over on X, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble also. And again, thank you for being here. It is greatly appreciated, and I take that very serious, folks. You're taking a little bit of your time to watch and listen to this knucklehead. That's me. Go yap, and I do appreciate it, and we do have enjoyment as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and skate out of here and get our day started. You all have a good one. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you well. Have a great Monday as we're working toward the weekend once again. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Great show today. Okay.